Welcome into another video in my series where we're going through and testing all of the weapons inside of MW3 to see how viable these weapons are for us to be using inside of our Zombies game mode. This is going to include the aftermarket parts, the aftermarket conversion kits, as well as the MW2 weapons. So if you're excited for Black Ops 6 and like to see how weapons perform inside of Call of Duty Zombies, boy have you landed on the right channel. Make sure you are subscribed, turn on those bell notifications so you're not going to miss out any future uploads from myself. As well, down below in the description you will find the link for my streams, and I stream on Mondays and Thursdays, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern. However, this week's streams are a little bit off kilter due to the Black Ops 6 release. So Thursday's stream will be just shortly after 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, midnight Eastern, with the release of Black Ops 6. And then the following day, on the Friday morning, the 25th, at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will be live streaming the hunt for the Easter egg on one of the two maps for release. I'm beyond excited for this as I finally have a team to hunt with for the Easter egg. So looking forward to have all of you come through the stream and help us see if we can knock out the Easter egg. Now in today's video, before we dive into anything review related, a massive congratulations to our past winner JC, as I've got in contact with our winner and he will be sorted with his copy of Black Ops 6 shortly, which leads into our very next goal on the channel, which is 7,000 subscribers, which will unlock the 5th Black Ops 6 Vault Edition giveaway we're doing on the channel on any platform of your choice. To be entered, all you need to do is be subscribed, liking, and commenting on the videos, as that gets you the best chance to get in for the draw. Best luck to you all. Now in today's video is something I truly love to do, and it has been a hot minute since I've been able to do any of this. But today we're going to dive in and check out a viewer suggestion from down in the comments. And this weapon is one I have not run in a while. So today we're going to be looking at the battle rifle, the MTZ-762, taking it through all three tiers, taking on bounty contracts all the way through. So hopefully by the end of today's video, you have a really good feel for how this battle rifle performs. And at the end of the video, you should be able to make up your mind on whether or not this is going to be a viable weapon for you to be running inside of your Modern Warfare 3 Zombies games. So without further ado, let's dive into the MTZ-762 review video today. Welcome into today's video. Thank you so very much for tuning in today. I truly do appreciate that. Now today is something tons of fun and I truly love to do these. This is a weapon suggestion from you guys down in the comments. So we're going to be checking out the battle rifle, the MTZ-762. And I have not run this in like a super long time. We've got the terminal event camo on there with a blueprint. So we're definitely going to be looking to keep that, as I think it's a pretty cool combination. Now, if you're new to my channel, when I spawn in and do my weapon testing videos here, I put on all of my perks with no additions to make the weapon any stronger whatsoever, aside from running Deadshot Daiquiri. And then we make our way off and grab our first bounty contract of the day inside of Tier 1. And we're going to be looking to take on our first bounty contract, this Mimic here, at just white rarity, so no additions to the weapon aside from running Deadshot Daiquiri, as I like the extra critical damage that it does provide. And then we go and fight our first bounty contract just at white rarity with absolutely nothing on this gun, and I was impressed. Like the critical damage I was seeing just on like the first few shots was absolutely amazing. In the middle of our first bounty contract of the day, we got a notification that a player had gone down nearby. So that means that as soon as I was finished this contract, I was going to make a beeline to make sure that we can get that player up. So here we are, just about to finish off the Mimic bounty contract inside of Tier 1. And this definitely was not a fight where I was concerned. This weapon just at base was dishing out definitely enough damage that I felt comfortable using this. Got a self-revive and a perk out of the deal. Definitely a good deal. So it was time to make our way over, pick up this player who had gone down, and make sure they get back into the fight and are good to go. So I always like to make sure after I get players up that they're at least moving around, so that I'm sure they're back in the fight and they're not AFK. And this player was definitely up and ready to get going. So it was time to head off to Pack-a-Punch. Increase the damage output once on this battle rifle. Visit Pack-a-Punch machine, melee the machine, wait for it to turn green there, and then go ahead and use the machine or your PAP crystal, and you'll keep your camo on your weapon for the rest of the run. So now we had picked up our second bounty contract inside of tier 1, and we were looking to take on this bounty at, again, white rarity, no tools, no ammo mods, but we are pack-a-punched 1. Now, seeing how this had performed on our first bounty contract, I was feeling pretty confident diving into this Mangler bounty here, and I was not disappointed. When you're able to hit critical shots with this, holy smokes, does it do a boatload of damage. I mean, we're dealing with a bounty contract here inside of tier 1, only pack-a-punched, and it was less than 2 magazines, and we were able to finish off that bounty. So super awesome. Now it was time for a little bit of fun before we dive into tier 2. Time to throw on a legendary tool. We are pack-a-punched, and we do have an ammo mod, so we are very, very overpowered for tier 1. Time to make our way off and pick up the final bounty contract that we're going to be doing inside of tier 1 today, and see, is this going to be virtually an instant delete against this bounty now that we are pack-punched legendary with an ammo mod on. And we made it over to our Mimic, and I shot the window to kind of engage the Mimic, and I have to admit, I was chuckling while watching our Mimic, you know, make his way through the building, through the doors, outside towards me. I thought that was, I don't know why, but I thought that was incredibly funny to watch. And again, like Ease, we took out the final bounty contract inside of tier 2, as kind of expected, being as overpowered as we are for tier 1. So now it's time to push into tier 2 and pick up a bounty contract. Now, I did not want to or feel the need to go ahead and visit Pack-a-Punch Machine inside of tier 2 right away to take on this bounty. I felt like after what I'd seen through our 3 bounties inside of tier 1, that this was going to be a decent fight inside of tier 2. I'd only pack 1 legendary, and we got a Mimic, and again, like right off the rip, I could tell this was definitely going to be a viable option. I mean, we're halfway done the Mimic's health already in just our first engagement with the Mimic, and then as he charged at us towards here at the end, he threw me off the edge. I did think I was going to take it down right here. I got down to about 50, 55 health, but we were able to finish off the Mimic inside of tier 2, being only pack 1, and that wasn't much of a struggle, to be honest. So the next thing to do was to increase the damage output now to Pack-a-Punch 2, legendary with our ammo mod, and grab our last bounty contract that we're going to be completing inside of tier 2. And we're taking this Disciple on at Pack-a-Punch 2 legendary with an ammo mod. And I was feeling really confident. As much as you know I hate Disciples, I definitely was feeling confident using this based on the damage I had seen so far through the 4 bounty contracts we completed previous. So I wasn't too stressed coming into this Disciple, nor was I really, you know, feeling like I was going to have much of an issue dealing with, you know, anything around. The zombies definitely aren't much of an issue, that's for sure. So I was feeling confident with that, and then our Disciple decided to stand right there and summon in some more zombies, which gave me the perfect opportunity to finish him off, and that was truly fairly an easy fight against a tier 2 Disciple. Like, that was good. I was feeling confident, kind of wanted to push into tier 3 right away and see how this handles, you know, what tier 3 can throw at us. So time to dive into tier 3, make sure we stop off at the Der Wonderfizz machine, pick up the rest of the perks, as I like to run inside of tier 3 with all of my perks. So it was time to drop out a decoy, make sure the zombies are going to be occupied so I can dive into the Der Wonderfizz machine and pick up the last of the perks that I needed. Now, I usually push forward here and see if I can grab this one triangle in hopes to recoup maybe a Pap Crystal or the legendary tool I brought in. Also, after my decoy expires, a little bit of that crowd control is going to make its way over to me, which gives me an opportunity to see just what this weapon is going to be like inside of tier 3 as a sample size at Pack-a-Punch 2 legendary with an ammo mod. And I was, you know, definitely feeling confident with what I saw right off the rip here, seeing how well it handled tier 3 zombies. Being only Pack-a-Punch level 2, I definitely wasn't too concerned. So I wanted to take on a much larger crowd inside of tier 3 being pack 2 and see how this weapon handled a larger crowd control being pap 2. Now, the one thing I will point out is plates were an issue. It is not the damage on this weapon that was an issue. It is my lack of plates that I was able to accumulate during this run today, which made this seem a little bit less viable than it is. So I feel like if you guys are running golden armor plates, this is going to be just so much more viable to use, as you'll be able to stick around and, you know, take a couple extra hits while you're dishing out some of the damage. But Having said that, a pack 2, I mean, you can see the damage on the health bars and the zombies as we're shooting them. So definitely something that was viable for dealing with crowd control at PAP 2 inside of tier 3. So the last thing for me to do was to increase the damage output to maximum, throw on mags of holding so we no longer need to deal with reloading. Now the build I have for you today, I've got you covered. The build, the blueprint, and the camo has a, when you come in unpack-a-punch, your magazine size is 40, and then when you pack-a-punch, you get 80 in the magazine, which I found running this was definitely enough ammo that I wasn't, you know, constantly reloading and having to worry about all of that. So that's good to see. So you don't necessarily need to be running mags of holding on this with the build that I have. I just brought them in to kind of show you guys how it performs with mags of holding. So we picked up our bounty contract inside of tier 3 to see how well this weapon performs against a bounty. We got a Mega Abomination, which is exactly what I was looking forward to kind of show you guys just how strong this is. Now, being a battle rifle, we've got some range with this, so it's not like we need to get up close and personal all the time when dealing with, you know, our enemies, which is nice. It's something definitely I enjoy about battle rifles. Personally, I'm not one to be getting up close and personal with, you know, Mega Abominations. So anything that I can shoot, you know, rapid fire and at range definitely is something I enjoy using. So let me know what you guys like to do, whether you like to get up and close and personal with your enemies inside of MWZ, or if you play more of a little bit at range. But I mean, you can see we've already taken off 2 heads off our Mega Abomination. Really poorly placed thermite on his shoulder and on his head there, so that didn't do as much damage as I wanted it to. But I mean, we're just laying in the shots on his final head right there. He's constantly firing up his laser attack again because we have the verticality. So if you climb up on something, your Mega Abominations should start firing up their laser attack at you a lot more frequently. And we were able to finish off a Mega Abomination bounty contract inside of tier 3 with relative ease with this MTZ-762. So truly, truly awesome to see. Wanted to grab another bounty contract inside of tier 3. I was giving George the day off today as we are so very close to Black Ops 6. So it was time to push our way forward and head off and take on this Mangler bounty contract. Now, I wanted to show you guys this entire Mangler bounty contract fight. As you can see just how viable this can be to be used in a lot of different situations and a lot of different scenarios inside of tier 3. This was a great opportunity to show you just how viable it is at shredding crowd control at max damage inside of tier 3. Picked up an insta-kill there, which was awesome. Knowing that, I threw down my thermite, as any zombie running towards me over the thermite with insta-kill would definitely be taken out right away. So then we were able to lay in and focus fire on our bounty contract a little bit more. And here we are continuing to fire up some damage into this Mega Abomination. My bad. The Mangler, I mean, we're already halfway done this Mangler's health, which was awesome. But, again, plates were something I was struggling to accumulate during this run. So I feel like if I had plates or a golden armor, I probably wouldn't have been able to stick around right there and finish off that the Mangler bounty. But as I don't have plates, I have to play it a little bit more safer. So I definitely didn't want to, you know, accumulate enough damage that I'd be taking that final down. I mean, you can see how much this Mangler's cannon does to me just trying to climb up that ladder. Ugh, that's so annoying, that cannon shot when you're on a ladder. Let me know if you've ever been knocked off a ladder from a Mangler's cannon shot. Now here I am checking over the previously killed zombies to see if I can pick up some plates, and of course keeping my ammunition nice and full by running over the ammo pouches that the zombies do drop. I mean, tier 3 armored zombies, no issue with this weapon at all. Great suggestion, by the way. Thank you so much. This was definitely a ton of fun to use today and a ton of fun to run. So I definitely appreciate that, and I'll be looking forward to finish up our MWZ content here in the next few days and dive in and start with our Black Ops 6 Zombies content, and I could not be more excited for that. Oh my goodness. So here we are, just about to finish off the Mangler bounty contract inside of tier 3, and it definitely wasn't much of a struggle. We had a spectator to my left. There was a player there sitting on top of the building who had, I guess, managed to stick around and watch me do that entire fight. So I definitely want to say I'm super excited for the release of Black Ops 6. If you guys are well, make sure you smash that thumbs up button on the video. definitely helps me out and helps the video get some more reach. So thank you so much for that. If you guys are excited though, hope to see you all. We've got a stream today, so we'll see you guys tonight for stream, and then Thursday we'll see you guys at Black Ops 6 release live over on Twitch, and then on the Friday at 10 a.m. when the Easter eggs go live, I will be live on Twitch as well doing the hunt for the Easter egg. So I'm super excited for all of that. But this is the build, the camo and the blueprint that I ran today on the MTZ-762. Thank you so much again for the suggestion. Absolutely amazing. If you want to make any suggestions to changes to the build, let's work together down in the comments section so that everybody has one amazing build to use. As well, at this point, if you're not subscribed, make sure you are so that you are in for your chance to win the next Black Ops 6 Vault Edition, which happens when the channel reaches 7,000 subscribers. You do need to be liking and commenting on the videos to be entered in the draw, so best of luck to each and every one of you. Thank you so very much for tuning in today. I truly do appreciate that, and hopefully we will see a bunch of you in stream today. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.